Okay, mom and dads in this room, listen to me. There are so many of you in the 25 years as I was a youth pastor that because you lived a crazy, wild life, that when your child begins to follow in those same footpaths, you listen to a lie from the enemy. And the lie of the enemy says, you know, who are you to tell your kid? They know what you did. They know how you were like this. You used to do this and do that. And they've heard the stories, or they heard you share your testimony, and they heard this about it. So, you know, who are you to tell your kids? You might even have a kid who's smart enough to turn that one on you and say, you're telling me, and yet, you know, you did this. I mean, I heard you, you know, you were doing pot and coke and everything else, and you did all this kind of stuff. Listen. Here is the point that you all need to understand very clearly. David was held back from doing the right thing because he thought he had no position. But the beautiful thing is the authority is not us, it's the Word of God. God used a donkey then, and can I just say in love, he still uses donkeys. Hee-haw. The point of the matter is that right is right and wrong, and I always say don't go walking what? Where we don't belong. You see, when people are saying, hey, who are you to tell your kids, hey, you were a stoner, you got no right to talk to other people, hey, you did this. No, it's quite the opposite. You can say, and yes, and by the conviction of my sin, I don't want anyone else to go down that pain and down that road. And yet do not get sidetracked because you feel that because you went there or you stumbled in this, that you don't have a right to share anything. And the irony of all this is that, you know what Amnon's name means? Trustworthy and faithful.